New Mexico is using smartphone data to help track and combat the spread of coronavirus. The state has just under 1,100 cases, and the governor wants to know if people are actually following social distancing guidelines. CNN's Sarah Seidner explains how companies are collecting that vital data.
Official government orders to stay at home stare you in the face, but are you obeying them? A tech company, Unicast, knows, grading the nation state by state, even county by county. As of Friday, Nevada, Vermont, and California were at the top of the list as far as residents staying put. 6 states were near failing. Overall, the United States got a C+. How did they do it? By tracking cell phone data. And now some state governments are hiring companies to do it too. They develop social distancing models that gauge how well residents are adhering to stay-at-home orders.
As we dig deeper using cell phone data,
the state of New Mexico is one of the first to go public about hiring a company, Descartes Labs, to get cell phone geolocation statistics.
We came up with a way to measure statistically how far a typical person in the community was going away from where they started the day.
So you actually could track cell phones to show that people were following or not following the stay-at-home order?
Yes.
Mike Warren says other states have also signed on during the pandemic. China goes even further. It's using citizen smartphones to control their movements around their cities. A QR code on their phone determines where they can go. Americans are really concerned about that kind of personalized tracking. Is that concern addressed by the technology?
Absolutely. I mean, I personally am concerned about that as well. So we've got a number of controls that prevent us from tracking individuals.
He says the data sold to the U.S. government is just statistics, anonymous information that does not reveal who the phone belongs to. You play a role in being tracked too. When you download certain apps and agree to let them use your geolocation on your phone, that data is being used by third-party companies and advertisers, and now some state and local governments. There are plenty of companies buying the tracking data. For example,
not on spring break.
No, not really. It's time to have fun.
Remember those spring breakers who flocked to beaches even after the warnings to social distance? Xmode collected spring breakers' phone data. Another company, Tectonics, was able to show where those spring breakers ended up. Those little points of light are cell phones pinging from the beaches.
As we zoom further and further out, it becomes clear just how massive the potential impact just one single beach gathering can have.
If just a few of those spring breakers had contracted coronavirus, they could have spread it far and wide. Now, governments want this kind of data in part to see if stricter measures to distance citizens are needed.
I'm talking with governors around the country about how you do that, and again, everything on the table, including if we needed to, I would consider curfews.
All these tracking capabilities have brought up the quintessential question about privacy. How much of your personal liberty are you willing to give up for security or the health of the nation?
Well, like many things, it can be used for good or it can be used for evil.